Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Turfway Park here on Wednesday. It is the 25th of March, 2026. I'm going to look at the ninth race on Turfway, but before I get on to that, remember to follow me on X at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And join me this weekend for my Arkansas Derby preview from Oakland. Those picks are already done, they're behind me. Maybe I'll get the video up very soon, if not tomorrow. And also join me for my Gulfstream Florida Derby preview. So we have Derby, final prep races extravaganza this weekend. Also the Dubai World Cup, so it's going to be some good racing. Also closing week from Turfway. Keeneland opens next week. But let's look at the ninth race from Turfway here in closing week. It's an allowance optional claim per person, $104,000 races for 3-year-olds and upwards. Number one, 1250 up, twice the main claim starter, restricted race, blah, 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 blah. Optional claim price, 40,000. 9 horses are going 1,200 meters or 6 furlongs on the main track. My top selection here, I'm going to go with the number 8 horse, Swill. 8531 for me in the superfecta. 8531 Super, top selection 8 horse Swill. This 8-year-old owned by Munnings here. Eric Foster trans. Fernando de la Cruz gets the mount. The ran the horse most recently in option 40 Turfway, 6 furlongs on the 18th of February, and he finished fourth by 7 lengths that day. And he was with them early on. He just couldn't get there late. They kind of crawled home. He just sat a little bit too close to that early pace early on. If they could slow it down, or if he's by himself like he was, two back on the front end, I think he could win. Two back, very good fractions going in option 40 at 6 furlongs here at Turfway. Won by 1 3/4 lengths on the front end. He really drew off clear with an 88 buyer. That could definitely win this race. And improvement out the race forward came at Laurel. 6 furlongs on option 20 back in mid-December. He finished third by 7 1/4 lengths that day. He didn't get out of the gate. He basically missed the break. He was wide and he just wasn't into it. But he ran terrifically on the lawn prior to that Laurel, going 5.5 on option 40, finishing second by a head that day. That long stretch probably got to him a little late. He got a little leg weary, but he ran his heart out. His races on the turf at Colonial and the Mid-Atlantic last season weren't bad at all. Those races he could definitely win. He's training well since his last race. I think the old man has a win under his belt. I'm going to use him on the ticket. I think the 5 horse Live High, Love Low, or George Weaver and Victor Crosco can win also. Hasn't won since last October. That came in Aqueduct going 6 nuptial and start allowance race where he won by half length. Coming from mid-pack, that was a very good race. Came back from a very tough Aqueduct 6 furlong option 75 on turf after that, where he finished fourth by 4 1/4 lengths. And then they tried the horse routing at Goldstream in December, where it just wasn't a perfect trip at all. Came back from last month at a very nice allowance race where he finished third off the bench, second off the bench back to sprinting against these quality horses. I think he'd get a piece of it. We'll use him in late pick 4. But to recap my selection for the ninth from turf, we're going to take the 8 horse Swill, give kudos to the 5 horse Live High, Live Low, or we 8531 Super, 85 in the multi race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on X at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.